Hey everybody, coming at you live from Seattle, Washington, Fargo, North Dakota. We are the Leads Geeks. Joining us as always, Mr. Eric Haig, Jim Renfro, Pete Kirby, Ryan Dorheim, and I am Cody Meyer. Jim, what are we doing today? Why is it important?
Yeah, so today we're just going to do our normal role play game. So the game that we do consists of three parts. One is the person's basically their info, what's their name, occupation, family, everything else. What we found is if we just make one up on the go, it's always the same profile. It's always the same person. So what we did is we went through and just randomly generated about 100 different profiles from our past experience. Secondly, they have the person's personality type. For instance, me and Cody are high Ds, and same with Pete. And we naturally defer to being a high D personality. So this lets us do two things. One, the person that's getting called has to portray that personality. And two, the person that's calling has to kind of pick up on that personality and make those adjustments. And then third is the type of call that it is. So for instance, what if it's a outbound call or like outbound call for sale by owner, things like that. It lets us practice different scenarios. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to have Pete call Eric first. And then if we have enough time, I'm going to have Eric call Cody. So this is what we're doing today. It's good because we get to try a lot of different personalities, a lot of different scenarios, and really learn on the go and learn from different scenarios that we probably wouldn't create on our own. So with that being said, Pete, why don't you give Eric a call?
And just follow up from internet lead, Jim.
Eric, what's the scenario, Eric?
Source is outbound call on an internet lead, new lead.
Ring.
Hello.
Hi, is Eric there?
Yeah, this is Eric. Who's this?
Hey, Eric, this is Pete with Hatch Realty. Saw that you were online checking out some homes. Was just seeing if you were curious or if there's something we could help you out with.
Oh, just kind of browsing right now. Just looking at what's coming on the market with the new year. There's always a lot that pops, it seems like.
Sure. What has you browsing?
Just kind of toying with the idea of getting another home, upsizing a little bit.
Okay. So you're looking for more room, or you're looking for a rental property?
Oh, no. Looking to sell our place and get into something a little bigger, and we're just a little bit cramped for space, and kind of want to get a little bit closer to downtown as well.
Okay. So what has you need more space?
We're in like a tiny starter home, my wife and I, and it's been a while. We bought this in 2010, so that was a while ago, which was pretty good year to buy, but it was just a small budget starter home, and we want something a little nicer and a little bit bigger, not like gigantic, but a little more space.
Sure. What's the reason for wanting to be closer to downtown?
That's where I work downtown. I'm a graphic designer downtown. I got my own little shop down there, and so I like to bike commute as well, rain or shine, and that's really important to me. And my wife and I both love downtown, going to events, concerts, and all that up and down the Broadway and everything.
Nice. So rain or shine is good. How about in 4 feet of snow with 30-mile-an-hour winds?
No, yeah, I biked today, so it's a little bit chilly out there, but I'm pretty determined not to let anything stop me. And so I'd like to go down to one car eventually, but just can't give myself to part with my old Subaru. We've been through a lot together.
Nice. What's your wife do, Eric?
She works as a nurse at the downtown Sanford there. Used to be Merit Care. She started out there, and then so both of us, downtown. She drives, but in the summer, if we find the right thing, I'm sure she would bike or maybe even walk.
And being downtown would be really convenient for you guys since you both work down there as well.
Yeah.
So you're looking at what's coming on the market for looking to upsize. Are you hoping to move this summer or this spring, or what's your timeline like, Eric?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's going to depend on our current home, like when that sells, and of course, how much we could actually get for that as well.
Sure. Are you working with anybody yet as far as helping you figure out what your home is worth or finding a new one?
No, not yet. We just got the tax assessed value a year or two ago, so I think we have a decent idea. I mean, it's assessed at 160K, and we'd be happy if we could get that for it. And I heard that the assessed value is always lower than what you can actually get. So, is that true, Pete?
It depends. Recently there's been a lot of folks talking about how it's been overassessed and they weren't too happy about that. It really depends
Oh,
on
okay.
what kind of updates you've done to your house and where in town it's located.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we did the kitchen was pretty nasty when we got in there. So we did a lot of new flooring throughout. We resurfaced the hardwood floors and found some under some carpeting, which was awesome. And it's got a lot of character. It's a cute little home. And then we did granite countertops in the kitchen because my wife got a great deal on some of those. And I did subway tile backsplash as well. So the kitchen, all that's pretty nice and updated, good appliances, stainless steel and all that. But that's really the only thing we did. And then some of the trim around doorways and floorboards, I actually sanded and dremeled some of that out and restained them a nice darker color to make them pop.
Nice. You like doing a lot of fix it up jobs yourself?
A little bit. I like the I don't know. I like the feeling of taking something and just transforming it. But I don't touch anything really with electrical. That's where I draw the line. And then plumbing is pretty, pretty. I'm not gonna say hairy. Like I can put in a new sink, but I'm not gonna do a whole much. Anything beyond behind sheetrock as far as plumbing goes. I'm not doing that.
Sure. Okay. How many bedrooms and bathrooms in your current home, Eric?
It's just a little 2 bedroom. There is the basement is I don't know I would semi-finished maybe. There's a room down there that there's actually 2 rooms down there. I use one kind of as like a wood shop, and then another one that my wife uses as a craft room. You could make them into bedrooms, but it's pretty cold in our basement, and it's semi-finished. I wouldn't really call it a finished basement.
Sure. Okay. And so you're looking for more room and getting closer to downtown. How many bedrooms and bathrooms you want in your new place?
Well, we want at least a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, and then a 2 stall would be nice to have like a shop in it, or like a wood shop, but not necessary. If there's another space to work in, and then the 3 bedrooms important just because we want to have. We're considering possibly adopting or fostering to adopt down the road. So we'd love it if we had, boys and girls so that they could have their separate room, and then, one for myself and the wife, of course.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you spoke to a bank at all as far as getting pre-approved, or where are you at on that?
Yeah, actually we did. We met with one last week and kind of considering it. So we've actually met with 2 places and gotten our credit pulled and all that. And we don't have any debt right now. So it's really going to depend, I guess. We'd love to do conventional, and our home is like 60% paid off. So depending on what we can get, I mean, we should definitely be able to do conventional. But we also got, approved for like a FHA loan as well.
Okay. What's the price range you're hoping to stay in, Eric?
Well, it depends on if you ask me or my wife, Pete, because I would love something below 250, but my wife's looking for something a little bit nicer, kind of. She's leaning towards that 250 to 300 range, but 300 is going to be the top of our budget for sure.
Okay. Okay, Eric. Well, you're looking for some more space and getting close to downtown. You guys are doing all the right things. I've already got pre-approved. It's sounding a lot like it's going to depend on how well you get your current house sold and what it's for. So what we've done for a lot of other folks in your situation is could have you and the wife come in and sit down with one of our listing agents, talk about what we can do to help you get that house sold and worth, and then help you find a new place to move into. Is that something that sounds like it'd be a good deal for you?
Yeah. Is a listing agent the person that sells a home, or is that someone that could help us buy one too, or like how does that work?
Yeah, so we do things a little differently here. We have teams, so we have everybody focus on what they do best. So we have listing agents who focus just on selling homes, and then buyers agents who focus just on helping you find the right home.
Okay.
So what we do is we'd have you come in and speak with a listing agent, and to save time, we could definitely have you meet with a buyer's agent that same day if you like.
Okay. Yeah.
Considering where you're at, the most important and first step is getting your current home figured out.
Yeah.
So we get lined up, get you guys comfortable, and get a good timeline and plan,
Okay.
and then help you find your new home to move into.
What do you guys charge for commission? Like if you sell our house and it's the assessed value is 160, or that's what we put it up for. How much percentage do you guys take for selling a home?
Yep. So the commission is based on the listing agent. So that would be something that the listing agent would discuss with you during your guys' meeting.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't be meeting with you though.
Nope. So as I mentioned, we do things as a team here. I'm best at these initial conversations and helping people get set up. But then the listing agent would take care of that commission discussion and help you get everything lined up to get your home sold.
Okay. What's the normal commission rate for doing that though?
Average commission in town here, I believe, is 6%.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just want to, talk to my wife about it a little bit, and then figure out. I think she's shifting from nights to day schedule here soon. So, but yeah, let me talk to my wife about it, and then see when we can come in, and I mean, yeah, we definitely want to start the conversation.
Sure. So we're good anytime from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week, Eric.
Okay.
Should we maybe just go ahead and get something on the books, and then if you talk to your wife and we need to switch it, that wouldn't be a problem at all. But that way we can get this started for you guys.
Do you guys do it on Sundays too?
Yep.
Like a Sunday afternoon? Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Sunday afternoon, we usually are down in that area for church. We actually drive right by Hatch Realty. So yeah, do you have an opening for like 12:30 or 1 p.m. on Sunday?
Let's pause there.
Okay.
So Pete, what went well? What could you have improved on?
Eric was a good participant there, and I was actually able to get a lot of information out of him just in the flow of the conversation, as far as why they're wanting to get downtown, and he's into woodworking and graphic designing and the different concerts and everything. The fact that he's already pre-approved, that would have been an important question to figure out on timeline, and they've spoke to 2 banks already, so they're obviously good to go there and itching to move. I could have something, he pushed the commission and I was able to deflect it the first time, and he asked it again, and I said the average, not even set a number, back onto the agent again, just because it's not good to standard with customers. So the agent can take care of that when they're in the meeting.
Okay. Eric, what's your feedback?
Sorry, I was muted there. I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, my personality characteristics that I was supposed to be playing was relatable, confident, and impatient. So I don't know if I played the impatient one, quite as strongly, but Pete did an okay job of digging deeper as far as, why do you need more room, finding out a little bit more about myself, and all that. It felt like you were a little impatient with me in your responses, but you narrowed it down where I was in the buying process, and definitely would have booked that appointment.
Yeah. So for me, the fact I definitely could have gone slower. I think I got more than enough information to set up the agent to knock it out of the park as far as personal information goes about Eric and his wife.
Mm-hmm.
About the important things, that he wasn't working with another realtor and that he was pre-approved. But sometimes when they are a layup like that, I tend to go faster than what I should because I know that it is easy. And that doesn't mean you shouldn't still slow down to make sure you're hitting everything right and not rushing the customer.
Exactly. Cody, what's your feedback?
So before I even go into my feedback, can we acknowledge for a second, Robbie's on the bus? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Robbie Trefethrin, you know him, you love him, at Robbie T, real Robbie T. So no, I thought it was a good call. We hit on some of the big criticisms I might have had. One of the things I think Pete did really, really well was, he just lobbed up. It was like the home run derby. He'd throw a nice slow pitch, and Eric would just knock it out of the park and tell you exactly what he needed. I think he asked a lot of really good questions and got out of the way.
So Robbie came on the call and he forgot to mute his speaker. So
it's my bad, boys. I didn't realize I'd pick up both. Sorry about that.
No worries. Ryan, what's your feedback?
Everything's already been said. I really liked the pace, the information and stuff. It did get a little bit rushed, but then again, I think that's the D coming through. Otherwise, I thought it was all there, getting all the information out of Eric. So I thought it was good.
Okay. Robbie, I know you came on a little bit late, but what kind of feedback you got for Pete?
Pete, you have a very beautiful face, and I miss you a lot. That's about the only feedback I have because I didn't hear much of it. I didn't get the first part. What I think would work a little better for you, Pete, is your wrap-up statement really didn't articulate well what was motivating Eric. And I think what you can do is you can take the impact on his life, the things that are motivating him, and make that more prevalent. I think that was missing. I think besides that, it was good. But if you were to tie that more in and have that impact statement, it would help you a little bit. So that's just my 2 cents. But I didn't hear much of the call until the last half. So, but you're beautiful.
Thanks, Robbie.
Yeah, so Pete, the feedback I had, the up to the agent, and then you kept getting pushed on the commission. You stated, that commission's up to the agent. What I would possibly have said is, the commission just varies, depends on what you want us to do, and go from there. So I liked how you said the average in the area. The average is actually a little bit higher. So when I usually say, right now the average is anywhere from 6.5 to 7. Just really depends on what you want. Going, and then I usually bring it back. So, hey, the average is usually 6.5 to 7%. Earlier, you said you wanted X, X, and X done. So that's what we can talk about when we get together, is talk about what that cost is going to be to have more open houses and to have more communication and have a team-based approach. And using what they said, using it not against them, but letting them realize those are the things that we do well. I liked how you pushed when they tried to brush you off at the end. As far as setting an appointment, if we have to change it, we will. But I liked that. Anybody else have any other feedback to give? All right. So that's kind of our normal process, guys, that we go through every day. I think for the sake of time, we'll cut this one short. And we'll just do another one with Eric, Colin, Cody right after this. That way it's a little bit easier to watch. So with that being said, give us our comments down below. Let us know how we did. Let us know what questions you got and how we can help you guys in the future. Cody, I'm going to send it over to you.
Right on, man. Well, like we said, please like, subscribe the YouTube page. We're bringing these to you at 1:30. Comment down below. Let us know what you guys want to see. Robbie T, what do you got for us? Anything at the closing?
Next time I will make sure to mute my mic. That way everything you say actually doesn't get garbled.
Right on. Well, like we said, we are the Lead Geeks. We will see you tomorrow, and we are signing out.